Всем привет! Играем в лобби. Так, сейчас подождем. Как мы? Было что ли? Ладно. Продолжим. Что там? Ну, в принципе, нормально. Плохо. У нас тут третий левел, сейчас покачаемся. Сейчас качнем. Так, что нам? Нужно оружие. Тяжелое одноручное оружие. Да. Так, что у нас? Характеристики. Меткость. Ловкость. Ё-моё. Немножко нет. Так, звук-то есть, не знаю, есть. Так, характеристики. Это мы точно. Что у нас? Оружие. Ладно, бежим. Бежим. Ты ж. Что, нельзя, что ли? Шмот лежит. Золото. Понятненько. Понятно. Так, все запустили.
It's not possible just now. It's not possible just now.
Понятно.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Что тебе там мешает-то? Иди слезь ты. Ой, нафига. Колесь. Понятно. Мозги у нас пока не варят по этому поводу. Давай жми. Пошли выяснять, где этот ёбаный Константин. Какая-то херня. Так, пока побегаем тут туда-сюда. Шляпа отбойника, это не... Угу. Понятно.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin.
Окей.
His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight.
Понятно.
I hope you've come to
Почем
reimburse
еще
me.
тот?
Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
А заплати.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
Так, ну ладно,
I
пойдем.
need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye, my life. Bye. Так, кто-то зашел на стрим. Сейчас надо посмотрит и выйдет. Но чего страшного. Ну да, вышел. Как вышел, так может быть и зайдет. Ну, пошли. Как это? Что? Да. Ну, пошли сюда. Пошли сюда, сюда, сюда. ты. И что мне с этим делать? Шли в логово бандитов. Где оно? Тут? Тут заперто. Тут, блядь, непонятно, что делать. Там заперто, там непонятно. Понятненько. Остался. Чё это, блин, было-то? Ей. Ядрить. Ну ладно. Слишком круто. Ну-ка. Да, так. Ну да, что нам? Всех перерубить. Что нам стоит? Что нам стоит их всех перекантовать, так сказать. Тут зелье АДГБ. Берем все. Угу. Так, взяли.
It's not possible just now.
А ты тупая, потому что. Не хочешь развиваться.
It's not possible just now.
Иди нафиг. Давай, выпей. Отхилься. О. Еще один ключ.
Locked.
Сама ты закрыта. Открыто все.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star, always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Отдельный
If you
тупизм.
only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside
Надо пошарить.
Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to blame, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already
Really now?
Ну, вы чуть попозже.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Чуть
We've
попозже.
nothing left to do then
Видим.
to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Чего там балаболите? Хватит тупахаться за мной, ты. Привет, привет. Как дела? Как сам? Ты же еще в школе вроде бы, да? Василий. А я тут решил поиграть в подобие Ведьмака. Ну, в такое, на минималках. Вот прям вот решил покатать чуть-чуть. ДБД, ДБД и все такое. Это уже не так интересно. Постепенно становится. Да. Переменная или как? Или так? Ну-ка. Волчары. Вы одноклассники, да? Я так понимаю. Передавай привет. F. Нам F. Передавай, кстати, ему привет большой. Что-то он не заходит. Почему-то. На стрим. Занят, наверное. Постоянно. Так. Были. Там были. Вообще непонятно. Где, чё, куда. Зачем. Так. Ладно, выходим. Идем на флот. Получаем по щам. Так. Мы уже нашли его. Мы уже нашли Константина. Что это такое? Что это такое? Вот как мне что выяснить? Ну и что это? Куда? Куда это все? Ну, фигня какая-то. Идем сюда. Идем сюда. Хотя, давай что-нибудь вставим. Так, шпага есть. Броник. Ну... Нет. Нет и еще раз нет. Oh, you're ready. Так, так. Бежим, бежим, бежим. Бежим. Ах ты, точно. Тут перелазить умеет. На перелазе. Ага, бежим. Бежим. Так, туда бежим. Туда бежим. Нет, бежим сюда. Вот, все.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Так, что там?
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
Посмотрим.
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Так, ищем.
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Так.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm Orlaise.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You are quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time left before the tide rolls out.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They were making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern. but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler
Tak.
the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Давай. Давайте. Пошли, пошли. Ищем. А? Монетки. Боярышник. Нет такие.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Так.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Ну, пошли расследуем.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story this is.
Да, очень странно.
Here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Ничего не можем найти. Ну что, пошли в бар опять?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Что, ты спаять меня хочешь?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Okay.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy?
Что ты размылась-то вся такая?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up. They exchanged...
And after that?
And I think I might well have... I wouldn't have...
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Так, не туда. Мы уже были. Пошли, пошли.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Так, нужны ингредиенты. Ладно, сохраним. Ладно, всем спасибо, что был за стрим. Попозже играем чем-нибудь еще.